Hello. If you're watching this, that probably means you're a brand spanking new recruit. This is a quick Napoleonic Wars for Dummies video courtesy of Nr.25 Freikorps on Lutzow, which should help you learn the fundamentals of combat before going into your first battle. We will cover various topics such as morale, spacing, melee, and how, as well as when to be firing during a battle. We will start with the bare basics. How do I get into a battle? When are they? Battles are almost every day with the exception of Mondays, as well as maybe an extra break day during the week depending on how we feel. When there is a battle, you will receive a reminder ping sometime before. Make sure you look out for those. It'll be in the deployments channel. Come battle time, you will receive a ping with a code attached in the message. Copy paste that code into the box at the bottom left once you load up Napoleonic Wars, and you'll be on your way to the battle. Additionally, make sure that you join whatever VC or stage is mentioned in the deployment shout, as being in it is essential for coordination and teamwork. You made it to the battle! Congrats! Assuming you join right on time, there will be a 30 or so minute rally, which will include some warm-up drills. Make sure you are attentive during this time in order to get your practice in. Alright, now it's time to get into the more intricate gameplay mechanics. I know it can seem a little bit overwhelming at first, but I promise it is not. The first mechanic that you should familiarize yourself with is morale. When you have full or high morale, you will aim at full efficiency and do maximum damage in melee. It is your responsibility to ensure that your morale is as high as you can get it. Otherwise, you will not be an effective killer. That's on you. There is a variety of ways to keep your morale up, as well as to prevent it from draining. The main way is chanting, and in order to chant, you simply tap Q. Throughout the duration of the battle, somebody in the VC will say something along the lines of 3, 2, 1 press Q or 3, 2, 1 chant, and then the rest of the line will chant in unison, increasing your morale and giving you a nice little chant buff at the bottom left. Ensure that you are doing this when prompted to. Another way you can keep your morale up is by staying within proximity to the flag. The further away the flag goes, the more your morale will drain. Once it goes too far, you will be completely ineffective in combat. Ensure that you have the green buff at the bottom left of your screen saying near at all times. Lastly, for morale, stay in line. When you are in line, you lose far less morale when being shot at. It also regains passively if you have the in line buff at the bottom left of your screen. To get this buff, be next to 2 or more people. It'll also go a long way in helping out your line and making your line leader happy, but I'll get back to that in a little bit. Alright, spacing. Remember when I told you to be next to 2 or more people in order to get the line bonus? Well, you can't be too close to them, otherwise you'll be an easy target for the enemy. The best way to maximize spacing efficiency is to ensure that your torso is not touching anybody else's torso, or look at the white bricks in the line that your commander placed down. If there's just one brick between you and the next person, you're good. If you are improperly spaced in the line, you should be the bigger person and go to the end of the line as soon as possible. Okay, on to general combat. There's a lot to take in for this section. Before you get ready to take a shot on the enemy, make sure you have the line buff at the bottom left of your screen. It will greatly enhance your accuracy. If you want to be extra cheeky, you can take off your bayonet for a slight accuracy increase. Just make sure you put it back on when the enemy gets close, which is about 100 to 150 studs or so. When you're in an actual firefight, and I will reiterate this again, make sure you are spaced out and standing still in line. Additionally, do not run around like a wild animal. It is a line battle. You are going to die many times, so take it with your chin up. When you die, without the line bonus, that gives the enemy team more points, as well as pushing your company closer to breaking, which is something you can observe at the bottom left of your screen. When your company is broken, you cannot respawn, rendering your flag susceptible to being captured. And when your flag gets captured, you are teleported all the way back to your team spawn, and the rest of your team is jeopardized. So be a team player, and for the love of God, die in line. Okay, next up is discipline. During a battle, it is paramount that you stay disciplined and keep yourself in check for the benefit of yourself and the grander plan that your line leader has. If they tell you to pull away from a charge or your current position, you will do it. Failing to do so can be detrimental to your company's strength and lead to a break or a disadvantage with the enemy line. We call this Ramboing. Do not be a Rambo. Don't be that guy. Just follow orders and be a good little sheep. Okay, last up we have melees. When we engage into a melee, we do what is called a blob. A blob is when everybody in the line makes a massive melee wall, or sort of a concave movement in order to maximize damage as well as to prevent people from being singled out. In a blob, it is very important that you do not rambo unless you have explicit permission to do so from your line leader. You can easily find a blob by looking at the ping, which is the red flag your commander places. In a blob, you want to be always holding down left click until until the red bar is full up. That way you'll do maximum damage. That's about all I have to fit into this brief video. But remember, it is okay to make mistakes, just don't make a habit out of it. There are a lot of things this video won't be able to teach you, so it'll come along as you play. Hope you enjoy Freikorps.